Danielle, it's great to talk to you again. I got to ask right off the top because of when we're recording this interview, how were the holidays and Happy New Year? And yes, I can still say that even though as we speak, we're in February.
Happy New Year to you. My holidays were good. I got to go home to Texas with my whole family, and my boyfriend came with me. And so it was really nice, although it was 80 something degrees on Christmas. So that
That's
is still too Christmassy. So
that's what you know what I just spoke with somebody else who said that they spent the holidays in South Africa, and I asked them what that was like. What is it like to spend Christmas in Texas? Because this I'm talking from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So I'm used to four seasons. I'm used to
mhm.
snow, the trees, decorating the trees and ice skating and all that. To me, that's Christmas. What is it like in
Yeah,
Texas?
it's like sometimes you feel like you're in California almost because it doesn't really get that cold there either. And it it's very all over the place in Texas. Like sometimes on Christmas you'll get a cold, like just it feels like Christmas, and other times like this last holiday it was really really hot, and they everyone still decorates, it still looks like
Okay,
Christmas, but
cool.
the weather doesn't really match up. Yeah.
Well, it's all in the spirit. And when we talk about spirit, we're talking about your voice, your love of music. Like,
Mhm.
wow, what we're going to talk about is this new single. I was like blown away.
Oh,
And
thank you.
I'm just curious, are you ever going to record a gospel album or something like that? Because your voice is stunning.
Thank you. That's so actually crazy you say that because I've been thinking a lot lately about a gospel, like going into that world.
Yeah.
I That's honestly a goal. Like I would absolutely love to do that.
I
Thank
hope you do because, like I said, there's so much purity. We talk about the voice, and that's where we were introduced to
you.
you for us. Do you ever watch the show still? And if so, do you think about what it was like when you were there? Do you feel for the contestants? Do you want to like yell at the screen and going, "No, you should be doing this because so and so is not going to like this," and blah blah blah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I it's hard for me to watch it on TV sometimes because of the my schedule and everything, but that's the great thing about Instagram, and I follow up on there, and they always post the full performances and what the coaches say and everything. So but I definitely do, it all comes rushing back to me every time I see like a clip of something. I always remember everything, and I'm like, ah, that is just, it will never go away from me that I did that and I won the show. Like I will always be like, how? How did
How?
I heck? um, so yeah, I definitely try and get around to it through whether it's social media or the TV. And I definitely have my thoughts about some of the things people do. I feel for the contestants. It all comes rushing back to me no matter what
Now,
time it is.
you're saying about how you won, like you're stunned by that. No, we're not stunned by that. Because let's talk about this single, because this single alone says why you won. Like I said, purity in your vocals to the core. Amazing. What is the new single called and what is it about? How does it represent you at this point in your career?
So it's called Break My Heart Again, and it is very much a piano, more on the piano ballad side. Um, and I actually wasn't a part of writing it, which I also is a process I also love to be a part of. I love writing. I love listening to what others have written. And it's just, I mean, I kind of got that from singing in my room to other artists and then being on The Voice, making other songs my own, that type of thing. And that's kind of what this is you get these other songs that artists are looking for, and you make it your own. And that's a whole other different fun process, if you're not writing the song. And once I heard Break My Heart Again, the melodies, the story, everything just, I mean, it reeled me in immediately. And the song, it's about, you'd go through everything for this person and you're willing, and a heartbreak is not, it is, not easy. It's very heavy no matter who does it. It's a very weird process. So if you love the person so much and you're willing to go through that over and over again, and that's what the song's about. It's just going through that wave of emotion with that person, your person. So it's just it takes you on a journey. It took me on a journey when I first heard it, and then getting to go in the studio and just put my heart and thought into it, because I've definitely had those feelings too. And so just channeling that and then doing that in the studio, it's such a fun process to me. It's really cool.
Is this the perfect timing for this song? Because as we speak, Valentine's Day is just around the corner.
I know it lines up perfectly actually. But yeah, I mean, and with the whole vibe of the song as well, being more on the pop side, it's different than what I put last. You know, my single "Stop Dragging Your Boots" was way more country and just
Yeah.
fun like that, and so it's definitely the start of a journey for me. I love the piano ballads. I'm always that's gonna be my core, and just the emotional songs. That's gonna be my core, and so that definitely kind of gives a little bit of a preview of what I'm dipping my toes into for later on, and I'm excited about it. So
We talked about gospel album. Do you think you'd do a pop album or even an R&B album in the future? Because honest to God, you can sing any genre you wanted and make it sound good.
thank you. I love singing everything. I grew up singing everything. It wasn't just country. Country will always be my core and my safe place, but I do love singing, those gospel songs. I love singing R&B, pop, no matter what. And I listen to all those type of artists too. I mean, you look through my playlist
Yeah.
and it's all of that. It is from worship to rap. It's to R&B, pop. I mean everything, country as you can get. And so yeah, I it's definitely something I see in my future for sure.
Well, that's one of the things that I always love about what goes on with American country. I have to say American country because a lot of artists love to do duets with hip hop artists,
Yeah.
and which I think is amazing. If you could do a duet with a hip hop artist, who would it be and why?
Ooh. Um Probably Post Malone.
Ah, that would be
Feel
nice.
like that'd be really cool because he has like a really strong love for country music as well. And I think he did this like Texas session where he
Yeah.
sang all those country songs. I'm like, oh, that's such a cool combo. But that would be, I've always thought about Post Malone and how cool of a transition that would be, and just a collab. That would be really cool.
I've always said that the two best genres to tell stories are hip hop and country music. Um, I think that's why they're such a good mesh together. You did something that I thought was really cool with this new single because usually it just debuts on radio or Spotify or YouTube or TikTok or whatever. You did it in one of the most important skating arenas that you could have. Can you talk about that, please?
Yeah, I got to perform and kind of debut that song for these these figure skaters for the Olympics basically, it was such a big amazing opportunity. I Figure skating has always been so beautiful to me, and
Yeah.
it's my favorite to watch in the Olympics, and to get to carry, my creativity and perform in my own way for someone else that's performing in a totally different way. It was such a strong moment for me. And it was very powerful. I mean, watching them do that so elegantly. And then while I'm singing it, I was like trying not to get distracted. I was like, I just want to watch. But it was an incredible opportunity. So, yeah.
Opportunity also touring as up here in Canada, things are slowly starting to open up again. What are the chances that we could see you in the spring and summer here in the Great White North?
I would absolutely love that. I don't have a specific plan right now, but I definitely want to make my way out there.
What about an album? What are we looking at there?
we're so break my heart again, like I said, is kind of the start of a bloom for me. And
Hmm.
so we're, as we speak, planning trips to LA to go write and get more songs, and just we're creating something right now. So I'm really excited.
Okay, before we wrap this up, and like I said, as we speak, Valentine's Day is slowly coming up. Any advice for folks who are out there for A, making that Valentine's Day very special, and B, the ones who may not have somebody?
Yeah.
Any advice to them? Because sometimes it can be hard when you're alone and you're seeing people, at work. Well, most people are still at home, but some people are at work getting the big roses or, yes,
Oh,
dear, gonna see you at dinner and that kind of stuff. It can
yeah.
be tough on them.
It can be tough. It's a holiday that, it's full of love and full of happiness, but at the same time it's full of sadness and sorrow, and it goes to every aspect. So I mean, I don't know, my advice is to, I mean, for the loved ones that have someone, to make it special, make it, and continue that, not just that one day,
Yes.
pour into that every day. That should be something that's a evolving thing. And then for the people that don't, I feel you, I hear you, and that person for you is out there, and that's all there is to that. So
Fantastic. If you want to feel the love, listen to your music because it's all there.
yeah.
Danielle, thank you so much for doing this interview with me. Congratulations on the new single. Looking forward to talking to you in the future on the new EP or album. And cross fingers, boots and hearts, boots and hearts,
I know.
that maybe that you will be able to come down to Ontario and who knows, be part of some kind of festival. Boots and hearts.
I know.
Cross fingers. Thank you so much for the interview.
Yeah, thank you so much.